Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Hakuoki Kyoto wins in Ryuma's route. In the very end, we are in the final chapter, so we are going to get our good ending right about now. And then we are going to do our bad ending and our unrequited love ending. So, anyway, back where we were. We had finally arrived at Osaka Castle. It was said to have been built during the Warring States period by Hideyoshi Toyotomi. Toyotomi, and its enormous size truly boggled the mind. Hideyoshi Toyotomi, holy crap, a general from the Warring States period whose policies and initiatives had long-lasting effects on Japanese history. Actually seeing it filled me with confidence that we held the Satsuma Choshu in battle for as long as we had needed. However, strange, if the shogunate wanted to keep fighting, they could just hold the fort here. Sakamoto wondered to himself aloud. Well, what's the point in holding down the castle when the Supreme Commander's run off? Out of the shadows emerged Shiranui, answering Sakamoto's seemingly rhetorical question. Shiranui, you made it. Of course! You take me for some kind of weakling or something that'll get killed by a bunch of fakes. Well, I never would have guessed you'd become a Fury either. Well, what can I say? Happened before I knew what was going on. Nothing to be done about it, really. They'd banter back and forth, and in the middle of their conversation, I chimed in to ask them to get me up to speed. So how do you two know each other? He used to guard the Takasugi? Used to guard the Takasugi of the Choshu together quite some time ago. See, always just figured you were inhumanly strong. Now I get it. You were a demon too, huh? Yeah, feel bad for not telling you. But I mean, if I told you I was a demon, would you have believed me? Back then, probably not. Sakamoto's voice dropped into a low tenor, glumly reflecting on the past. What happened to Takasugi was unfortunate. Shiranui meekly closed his eyes. Eventually, Shiranui gave a melancholic smile, as trying to hide the pain of loss in his eyes, as if. We're a human. He was a real crazy one. Kinda dumbass, but always entertaining. Well, I guess he died after doing everything he set out to do, so I'm sure he passed without any regrets. True, he lived quite the life. Far more interesting than the average man. Rest in peace. Two of them paused, both of them seemingly caught in the reverie of their younger days. Oh, yeah, Shiranui, you just mentioned something about the Supreme Commander running off. Yeah, supposedly the now former shogun abandoned his own troops, returning to Edo on a ship when his cowardly ass saw the Nishiki flag. After listening to Shiranui's story, I just couldn't believe it. I mean, the men of the Shinsengumi risked their lives to fight in a war in his name. Inoue gave his life for this war. Lord Yoshinobu was the symbol of hope for the entire shogunate army, and he just left everyone? Guess that flag's a big deal, huh? I always figured him to be just another selfish aristocrat. But I can't say I thought it'd be this bad. Right? Looks like the Tokugawa clan's on a fast track to self-implosion. That's not true. I think this is just the beginning for them. Okay, how stupid can you be, sweetheart? How do you even expect to keep morale up when everyone knows your leader's a huge coward? No self-respecting domain anywhere in this country will stand by a Tokugawa after this bullshit. So I just really wonder what happens in Edo Blossoms, because they all wear, like, Western uniforms. Like, they get shaped. Like, so did they switch sides? Please! I don't want them to die. I want my boys to be safe. This is a losing battle, guys. Like, so I'm saying. And, like, it just seems like, so if they do, then, you know what I mean? It'd be treason, right? So you're gonna, what, the good path in Edo Blossoms is gonna be you die? I just don't, I don't know. Like, I don't know, but anyway. So, what happened with the Shinsengumi then? Last I heard, they were already on the way back to Edo. Left a long time ago. Sakamoto perked up upon hearing this, and he turned to face me. So, what are you gonna do? Want to go back to Edo to reunite with them? You're going to remain here, right, Sakamoto? Right. Like I told you, I'm gonna stay here to stop Nagaoka and the Tosa Furies. Then I'm staying here too. Besides, the Shinsengumi fucking left me. Like, they didn't even try to come save me, nothing. They just abandoned my ass. Like, they abandoned my ass. Like, they didn't even leave anyone behind for me. They were just like, whatever, who knows what happened. They abandoned my ass. At least when one of them was missing in the unrequited love ending, you know, I stayed and waited for them. Those bastards. I still love them all. I still might love my boys, but they left my ass, is all I'm saying. Sakamoto stared at me inquisitively, and he asked me more assertively, "You sure? Weren't you and the Shinsengumi close for a while now?" "Yes. There's a mission I need to take care of that deserves my attention far more." "I see. Got it." "Sounds interesting. You're gonna start hunting Furies in Tosa. Probably means you're gonna kill Kyoto too, right?" "Eventually." "Then I'll lend you a hand." "But what about the Choshu? I thought they were allied with the Tosa now." "I bear no interest or ties with the Choshu now that Takasugi's gone. It's about time anyway." I think it's funny that he switched sides and he's our friend now. Like, he just wants to kill people. I don't think he gives a fuck about us. It's like, so you're not working for Kazama? Like, if that's what you want, I'd appreciate it. "I'm not okay with you, Spacey?" "Yes, I think it would be great." "Great! Sounds like I'll have something to keep me occupied for a while now. But firstly..." In their next exchange, Sakamoto gestured to Shiranui with his hand. I wondered what he had meant. Was he waving? In response, Shiranui just grinned. "Oh no, what? Oh wait. I didn't want to be intrusive, so I figured I'd stay out of it all. But now that I'm here, it'll be fun." "Hey, hold on a minute." I thought Sakamoto's gesture had meant something akin to a farewell. I guess it wasn't actually the case. Sakamoto tugged Shiranui's shoulder playfully like two kittens wrestling. Suddenly my thoughts jumped to memories with the Shinsengumi men. Speaking with Shiranui so casually like this actually made me think he wasn't so bad after all. I mean, bad for a demon, at least. If Sakamoto seemed fine with it, then maybe I could trust that this could be a good idea. I don't know, that just seemed like something bad was going to happen. Afterwards, the three of us approached the seashore in Osaka Bay. There I saw many Shogunate ships, all of them seemingly departing for Edo. This is so weird, guys. I mean, I love Ryoma, don't get me wrong, but I feel very weird that our boys are all on those ships and we're like, that was a whole, like, 9 other lives. 9 other lives are off on those ships with 9 other men. Like, and eventually 10 because we'll be with Hijikata in the end. But as we watched the shipmates work, I saw a glimpse of longing in Sakamoto's eyes toward the ships. "You know, if you get aboard that ship, you'll be in Edo before you know it. I can handle the situation with Kodo and his serum experiments if you want. Children shouldn't deal with their own parents. It's fine. I've already made up my mind. I would be lying if I said I didn't care or worry about the Shinsengumi. But even so, I have my own mission, and that's doing whatever it takes to stop my father. Plus, the Shinsengumi left my ass behind, so..." Besides, I felt like I was about to say something, but then I stopped myself. "Something wrong?" "Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it. Besides, I love you." "Come on. Now I'm curious. Say it." Sakamoto seemed unsatisfied with my response, pressing me more strongly. I couldn't not answer at that point. "When you act alone, Ryoma, you tend to act recklessly." He said his name the first time. For a second, he seemed taken aback by my honesty, and his eyes grew wide. After a moment, he pulled back suddenly. Oh, for a minute, I was like, oh my god. They cannot actually give you a kiss fucking CG. They can't do it. It's not physically possible in this game. Oh, look at that. She just ruins it. Now her derp face ruins it. Don't even look at her derp face. Look at how motherfucking beautiful this motherfucking man is. What the actual fuck? Could you not have been in the Shinsengumi? I'm serious, because I feel really guilty about this whole path, but God, he's fucking fine. Hey! The way in which he jumped back startled me. Yeah! He noticed. I'm so glad it pointed out. This is the first time you've ever used my first name. Does this mean you've finally fallen for me? Ryoma whispered confidently in my ear. Well, it's not about falling in love or anything. Please let me go. However, Sakamoto only pulled me in closer. Oh, Ryoma only pulled me in closer to him, showing no signs of letting up. Why? The ocean breeze is kind of cold. I like this better. His voice became a low mutter, and his breath against my skin tickled me gently. But I felt a little nervous as his thick chest pressed warmly against my back, and I tried to inch away, but he only held me tighter, and I couldn't move. The fact he'd even noticed me using his first name made me blush, thinking about it now. I just made myself small, leaning back into the comforting embrace of Ryoma's arms. Hey, get a room, you two! Jeez, you forget I'm here already? A little bit. I knew he was still there, and I was like, this is gonna be awkward. We're gonna have a romantic moment, and fucking Shiranami's like, dude, what the fuck? No, it's not like that. Ryoma, see, even Shiranui is saying this is strange too. So let's separate. Who cares? Let him watch. Whoa! Wow. Ryoma's confidence only seemed to grow, and it made me shrink into his arms even more. My cheeks felt red hot, as if I drank half a bottle of sweet sake. Maybe, as our bodies pressed tightly against one another, I could hear my heartbeat, probably feel it. Soon, however, I could sense him realize how much I was blushing, and quickly made my heart beat. Wait, he just held me even more tightly. Thanks for sticking around. I'll never let you go. You're safe with me. His words could produce the most gentle calm. It made me think that Ryoma could sense when I was most anxious, yet he was so calming. It brought me so much happiness and comfort. My heart was safe in his tender hands. Although we couldn't tell what lay ahead for us, I could take solace in the moments we shared together. As the chilly breeze of the Osaka Bay blew past us, I was kept warm by the soft, loving embrace of Ryoma Sakamoto. God, he is goddamn gorgeous. If you call me my first name, you finally fallen for me. You're like, finally? Bitch! Been in love with you since day one. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna get our little... His path was really good, I'm not gonna lie, and I really do adore him because he's fucking gorgeous. And he actually is a decent, person. But I feel so fucking guilty because, he is just... he's not one of our... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just noticed something. Hold on. He's not our guy. You know what I mean? He's not one of our Shinsengumis. That is so weird. They have Nakaoka's name, the voice actor not in here is not, unless I read the wrong line. It's not Saint Germain, but on the thing that I have, he's listed on the Hakuoki page and on his own page as being the voice. Oh my god, wait, that's so weird. Even if you go to the Hakuoki page, he's on there. That is so messed up. So now you wonder, did he do the voice or not? Did they credit the name wrong? No, wait a minute, though. Maybe they put the names in the wrong... No, because even the name... the first name, I remember, is not in here. Wow, interesting. Huh, but anyway. I feel so guilty because as much as I fucking love him, and first of all... It's fucking Sebastian from Black Butler. I'm like, I can't get over that. I really fucking can't. I just... it's hard because he's not a Shinsengumi guy, and we're, like, not with them, and I feel really bad about leaving them behind, but at the same time, I fucking love him. Like, he is fine as fuck. Like, January 1868, the Battle of Toba Fushimi ended with the Satsuma and Choshu victorious. As the shogunate troops retreated, the Shinsengumi headed towards Edo. 4 years ago, I came to Kyoto all by myself in search for my father and met the Shinsengumi. I'm going to leave the city of Kyoto where I made fond memories with the Shinsengumi, and I've chosen to walk this path alongside him to stop my father in his research on the Furies. Going to head to Edo without knowing what fate awaits us, but we're not really heading to Edo. I'm sure we will because it's Edo Blossoms, and we can't be like, it's Edo Blossoms unless you're in Ryoma's path, then it's Kyoto Blossoms. But you know what I'm saying? Well, there you go. That was our beautiful. I do like him. He's goddamn beautiful. And he's a little like charming and a little flirty and a little like whatever. But like, and his path was good. I'm happy with it. But it still feels Rico Suave. But I still feel like I still feel just like awful. Like not being God, look at him. God, he's so fucking see, I feel guilty until I see him, and then I'm like, I feel guilty because it's not a Shinsengumi guy, and I feel bad because it's almost like we're betraying them a little bit because we're on them. But then this pops up, and you're like, you know what? I'm fine. He fine as fuck. Like, okay, we're doing our low romance. We're gonna do our bad ending. So, this is gonna hurt, guys. Well, the bad ending, we're gonna die, so I don't feel bad about it. It's the unrequited love ending, because we're not going to get back to Osaka Castle, and he's going to be like, okay, bye. And you're like, but what do I do? And he's like, I don't know, peace out. And he's just going to, like, leave us is what's going to happen. It makes me feel so guilty. They even throw Soma in there a few times, like, just to make you feel guilty, even though you're like, it's, bad ending, we're supposed to go. So if I go with you, are you going to tell me how to reverse the effects of the serum? Of course. Do you really think I would lie to my precious, adorable daughter? He smiled warmly at me, and he reminded me of how kind and loving he'd always been to me. And you would save... wait, that was me. You would save Sakamoto as well, right? That is up to you. I guess there was nothing to debate. I hesitantly reached my hand for his so that he could guide me. Just then... No, come on. Don't fall right into his trap. You've been exposed to that liar Sakamoto. Shouldn't you have learned by now? That voice, it's one of them. So, assuming it was Hijikata, like, oh, Jesus, don't be stupid. He looked at us so coldly and it hurt. The knife is twisting. Remember that feeling? Twist that knife. Just get prepared. The bad ending is... Oh, wait, we're supposed to make a save. Make a save. He's pink. Okay. Find a way to escape. Oh, there's no way I can stick around here. Just as Inoue said, I must tell Hijikata about Yodo and Tosa's betrayal. My wrists were still snugly bound. There must be something I can use to cut the rope. Unfortunately, the kodachi on my hip had been taken from me, so I'll need to find something else. I recall back to my Edo days when I had seen an exhibition on how to escape a tied knot. Father said that in extreme situations, one can maneuver their own joints to escape being tied. I think I remember how he told me to do it. Who knows if it could actually work, but there's no time to find another option. I tried my best to remain quiet, and I yanked on my wrists. It was no easy task to move my wrists around, but this could be my only chance at the moment. I felt the rope wedge into my wrists, practically ripping the joint out of place, but it worked. I wanted so badly to cry out in pain, but I had to suck it up, taking deep, silent breaths, and I got the rest of my hands out of the rope. That was a relief. Okay, now to find a way out. Oh my god, wait a minute, seriously? But, we still have another choice after this that I can't trust. Interesting. I slid the door open to peek into the hallway. No signs of Nakaoka anywhere. Now's my chance. But which way was the entrance? I gazed around the row of doors along the hall. Hey, what are you doing out? Ah! Sakamoto came walking from down the hall. Like Nakaoka said, you're untouchable. But you really want the hurt, don't you? Oh. Sakamoto grabbed me, turning me back to the room. Come on, time to go back. Absolutely no intention of going back with you to meet my father. Okay, I know this is like the low romance. Like, this is the bad ending with low romance, but like, he's not gonna still let us. This is weird. Begging Sakamoto at this point seemed like a pointless endeavor, but I was desperate. So desperate, I dropped to my hands and knees and bowed, prostrate before him. Please, I beg of you, allow me to return to Fushimi Magistrate. There's still so much for me to do. Inoue had entrusted me with the mission. Please. Sakamoto stared dauntingly above me, but then... No one will stop you. All I'll say is, maybe wait a little. Huh? Did my ears just play a trick on me? Felt like his voice had regained the warmth that I had been so familiar with. He lowered his voice to speak admonishingly towards me. Besides, returning to Fushimi is pointless. The place went up in flames. Wait, what? Suddenly my whole world had just sunk and my chest felt heavy. Up in flames? That's true, so they're just assuming that we're probably both dead because they never found Inoue's body because he buried him. So they don't know that Inoue's dead. Wow, they're just assuming. I quivered as I imagined the thought, and Sakamoto closed his eyes and nodded. So what happened to the Shinsengumi men? What little hope I'd held onto was crushed, and I even lacked the strength to voice my concern. So not only had Inoue been murdered, but I may have lost the other warriors as well. Oh, you can thank me for that. Sold those guns to the Satsuma Choshu myself. Probably just say I did the job for him. Sakamoto's words had flooded me with all of the traumatic things I'd borne witness to this week. But I was too tired even to cry, so I'd simply hung my head in defeat, hoping that the ground would be torn asunder to swallow me whole. Okay. I can't trust him. Do you really think we can trust him? The only other times I had seen Shiranui were usually in tandem with Kazama, and usually it was deliberately to interfere with the Shinsengumi. Well, to me, he's not my enemy. So for now, just trust me. If you say so. Is it funny, though, that... Can I just point out that I just realized the funniness of the fact that Sakamoto, right, is like now a Fury, but he's friends with the demon, and he's also Sebastian Blackfather. He's a demon. That's funny. It's kind of amusing to me now. Anyway, man, she really hasn't helped for me. But I have another reason for helping you out, too. In one masterful moment, Shiranui maneuvered his gun to kill each of the Furies with only one bullet. Spacey, running out of time. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Sakamoto yelled out to me, fervently grabbing my hand before we ran onto the main street. Now gunmen fire at will. Which one's Will? Sorry. Not sorry about that. Sorry that I paused long to take a drink. From the distance, I heard Nakaoka barking orders. Shortly afterwards, the echo of gunshots firing rang out from the mansion. For some reason, however, the rapid gunfire had suddenly been cut short. As we were running, my body began to give as a bullet passed through my heart. I fell to the floor. Spacey, hang in there. Spacey! I became lightheaded, and even though Sakamoto was right next to me, his screams sounded faint. What was going on? What just happened? Sakamoto's voice almost right beside my ear, his face, it was becoming blurry. Warm droplets fell softly on my cheeks. Oh my god, he's crying! Oh! Only when it was too late had I realized that they were from Sakamoto's tears. I saw a flash of light and then total darkness. Oh, we always die in the bad endings, right? Like, we always, and we're like, oh, okay, we died, whatever. Except for like Okita's like, wait for me on the other side, Spacey! And you're like, oh, he loves us. But he was crying. Oh, guys, that makes me so sad I died. Like, oh, we made him cry. We made poor precious baby beautiful cry. What should I do? We're now doing the unrequited love ending. So he's basically, we're going to get to the castle and he's going to be like, all right, so anyway, I'm going off, and they're like, but I should come with you. Now, okay, anyway, hi, peace out, bye. Yeah, he's going to like leave us behind and like, we're going to be like, I have nowhere to go. What am I going to do? Oh my God, guys, tomorrow we do Kazama's route. Tomorrow for you, like maybe a week before I do it. Because I still got to record some more Colorex Malice. And I got to record more Psychedelica before I get back to this. But anyway. Shiranui, watch out for her. Take her to the Shinsengumi, will ya? Come with me, Sakamoto. Gotta take care of these chokers first. I'll be right behind you, promise. So go on without me. He's not gonna show up. Oh my God. He's gonna end up dead. Okay, this is our unrequited. This is better. Honestly, the unrequited love endings are better when we stand around and wait for a man who never shows up and because they're dead than when we show up and we're like, oh, so I'm coming with you. And they're like, yeah, no, you shouldn't. And you're like, no, bye. And they walk away and leave you behind. Again, nothing is as bad as Okita's. That was the fucking best. I'm waiting for one to one-up him, but it's never going to happen. No, I don't want to. If you're going to stay, so will I. I wanted to stay with him, but Shiranui yanked my arm as he was far stronger than me. Of course, not even my own demon powers gave me any chance of resisting. When I was taken away, you have no powers. Come on, girl, let's move it. Sakamoto, I'll be waiting for you, so please come back. As I screamed out, Sakamoto turned and grinned, winking at me before I turned back around. So, to me, the bad endings, I really still feel like they're not necessarily, I mean, some of them are unrequited love endings, and I guess it's because in some cases they die, so your love is unrequited. But I feel like I'm really wondering if it is just because you have low romance. Because if you made all the other choices and you got here, well, you made a lot of bad choices is basically what it is, right? That's why we probably could have made all the wrong choices in this chapter and still gotten the good ending. Well, no, we would have gotten no, because the bad endings are only because you have low romance. But I think before it was split, well, obviously these are just made the way they are, but the other ones, before they split it into two, I have a feeling these were just bad endings. You know, you made choices, you got two different bad endings, as opposed to technically unrequited love. In some cases, yes, because they're like, okay, whatever, we're leaving and you stay here. The bad ending is always the Spacey dies ending. Or whatever her name is supposed to be, but like whatever, Spacey dies ending. And then the unrequited love is either they're basically like leaving you behind because they're like, yeah, whatever. You did something that hurts them and they don't love you back. Or sometimes they seem like they do, but they're just, whatever. And they give up on you, which is sad, or they just die mysteriously and they just never show up again. As I screamed out, Sakamoto turned and grinned, winking at me before I turned back around. Or he turned back around? That was the last time I ever saw Sakamoto. See, told you, he's dead. Thanks to Shiranui's demon abilities, we had no difficulty jumping over the Tosa residence's wall. So, right, so see, he like winks at us like, yeah, like he still loves us, but we're getting the bad ending of he's gonna die. So, from there, we had gotten onto the main road of Fushimi, and we headed straight for Osaka. Throughout the trip, I'd pleaded with Shiranui for us to either turn back for Sakamoto or at least stop to let him catch up, all to no avail. Shiranui just pulled my hand, carrying me like I was delivering like he was delivering a package, until finally we made it all the way to Osaka Castle. Jake, fucking A. God damn it, Tim. Well, this is it. I think the coast is clear all the way out here. I promised Sakamoto I'd drop you off back to your comrades, so you're on your own now. He brought me all the way here, discarding me like trash, which greatly upset me. My heart, however, was still in Fushimi. Sakamoto will be fine, right? He'll definitely come back, won't he? Shiranui gave a small sigh. He scratched his head lightly, and his answer sounded like an adult lecturing a child. I'm not really one to sugarcoat things, so I'm going to be straight with you. I think he's planning on giving up his own life to stop Nakaoka. What? That would mean Sakamoto will be... His words pierced through me like a hot dagger. Part of me wanted to deny it. Shiranui gazed at me peculiarly. Anyways, time for me to leave. Later. By the time I looked up to see him leave, he had already disappeared like a blustery wind. What can I do now? Should I return to meet with the Shinsengumi? Or should I go the way I came to bring back Sakamoto? No, I couldn't really do either. I'd already made up my mind. I need him to keep the promise he'd made me. I just have to wait for him here. So I'd anxiously waited in Osaka for him to return. He made me a promise. He told me he'd be right behind me. So for him, I will wait. Even if it meant a few days or a few months or years or even decades. Oh God, girl. I'll always wait for him. That's sad. That's such a sad one. I'll wait for him. You know he's dead. Girl, it's like you know he's dead. Sad. Anyway. So that was that. So I just want to see this, right? Because... No, it's totally got a different guy's name than what's on the thing. So I really wonder if maybe they switched name? Like maybe, Saint Germain was supposed to be in it, and then they switched at the end, like, so, like, the website has the wrong name? Like, because you think the game would have the right one, so... Well, that's disappointing, so it wasn't Saint Germain. But it's okay. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Whatever, we've got our other, like, you get other 6 degrees of Code Realize going on in here. And plus, hi, we have Black Butler, so whatever. Anyway. So yeah, wow. One of the achievements in Kazama's is Casablanca. Be really funny with some of these. Oh my god. Oh. Anyway. So, let's check out our CGs. I know, right? I like that our tree is like, your tree is dead. You suck at this. No, I did it on purpose, game. Don't tell me I suck. I don't suck. Oh my god, game. I don't. Anyway. Okay. Let's go to our gallery and see. Oh, why are you so pretty like this? Okay, so. Our first time meeting him. How beautiful was he? Oh. You were like, damn, this guy's fine as fuck. What's his deal? And then this, you're like, oh, hi. He's like, I am an enemy of the Shinsengumi. And you're like, whoa, take me? What? And then that's adorable. You're like, what the hell? She's like, no. And we'd be like, okay. You know what? I'm going to shove you into that barn and never mind. Oh, Sonnen. And this one has a different one. Oh, that's right, the Fury one. Okay, I forgot. I was like, what is the other one? That. God, look at that. Sweet Jesus. That's what we're ending it on. Like, his hair's all down. Let his hair wild. That one is still goddamn beautiful, but, like, she ruins it. Like, she totally ruins it. Like, it's funny because, yeah, so, like, this one, right? Whoops. Nope. Right? No, god damn it. I keep doing the wrong thing. So, look, he's got his hair all pulled back, and then whatever, and then you get, like, the Western garb, and it's like, Hair's all down and wild. We actually should technically, like, leave it on this one, because that's, like... Yeah, we really should. That one's, like, I love that one, because I love... Don't get me wrong, I love it. But this was the first time we met Ryoma. And technically, this is him in his typical, like, Japanese-style garb, as opposed to his Western garb, which we should save for Edo Blossoms, because that's what they all get in makeovers. And let me tell you something, every single one of them is amazeballs. And I gotta be honest, even Heisuke and Edo Blossoms is, like, so much more fucking adorable. You're like, oh my god, you're so cute now. Like, I can't even contain myself. But anyway, so it'll be great. Oh yeah, you know the one with him pinning up us against the wall is actually Romance the Samurai of the Shinsengumi and Conquer Your Demons. It's funny because I didn't know that there were demons in this when I first played it. One of 12 bachelors in this historical fantasy. I'm just actually reading, like, the back of the thing. I didn't realize there were demons in... I just, look, I was like, look, it's a game, and we romance samurais, and it sounds like fun. Whatever. It's a Romancy Otome game. I don't give a flying fuck what the premise is. I really don't, but I need a pirate one now. And there's our pirate king. I'll sail his high seas. What? Walk the plank? Whatever. It's late. I've been playing these games a lot today. I've lost my motherfucking mind. I can't even anymore. Anyway, I am going to wrap this part up here. In the next part, we will be in Kazama's route, so that ought to be interesting. After betraying our Shinsengumi boys in this one, sorta, kinda, it's going to be really interesting to go down Kazama's route. I think it'll be a little less of a, like, shock to totally go down Kazama's route and leave our boyfriendos, because we kind of already did it. This was like the segue drug into Kazama land, right? And then we will have Hijikata. So in like a week, we'll be in Hijikata's route, guys. I know we're excited for that. Anyway, but yeah. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.